is my favorite foods. Alright. So, I have a lot of favorite foods. In no particular order, I would say fried chicken. Love me some fried chicken. The crispier, the better. I like KFC and Popeye's chicken. I don't fry it myself too much because it is too messy, and I don't want to clean up. I don't want to waste all that oil as well that's needed for frying, so I don't usually fry it myself. Sometimes I put it in the air fryer, but it's not quite the same. Also love pork chops, baked pork chops or air fried pork chops. I also use shake and bake when I cook my pork chops. I did find a recipe recently for some honey glazed pork chops that I want to give a try. And Frankie's down here trying to attack me because I'm talking. Anyway, mashed potatoes. Gotta have mashed potatoes. Mac and cheese. I freaking love mac and cheese. I make it by myself. Not exactly. Sometimes I make a roux and pour the roux over it and mix it all together. Sometimes I just toss the cheese in there and some milk and butter, call it good. Add a little garlic salt once in a while. As far as snacks, I love popcorn. Popcorn is my favorite, though sometimes it's a little too salty and that bothers me. What else? What else do I like? I don't really eat pizza much anymore. Pizza just doesn't settle with me. Too bready, too everything, I guess. Too expensive sometimes, depending on where you get it from. I do make my own once in a while. I'll get the Pillsbury dough, which it tastes okay. It's not the best, but it tastes okay. And maybe I should try DiGiorno. I like to make my own because I can put my own toppings and as much cheese on it as I want. Can I have more cheese? I also love to have a steak once in a while. I'm a big carnivore. I don't eat steak that often. Pasta's a big thing. We got the mac and cheese, but I love spaghetti. Ooh. I went to this place last week called the Macaroni Republic in downtown Los Angeles, and I had the spaghetti and meatballs. They import the flour from Italy, so it's whatever type of special flour they make over there, and that pasta was so flavorful. You could tell that it wasn't some processed pasta from around here. They say that they make their own pastas by hand, and honestly, I freaking believe it because that pasta was so good and the sauce was perfect. They had little meatballs about the size of a golf ball, and they had plenty of them. It wasn't like, oh, there's 2 or 3. No, there was like 10 in this big bowl of pasta. It was really good. And it came with garlic bread. Well, we bought the garlic bread extra. But the garlic bread was like soaked in butter and garlic, and then it had cheese on the top of it, and oh, it was just amazing. Now, I know that not everybody can afford to go to specialty restaurants like that. I'm not talking about Olive Garden. It has its own goods and bads, whatever, but a really upscale Italian restaurant where things are handmade and fresh, and you gotta try it at least once in your life. Save up some money, whatever you gotta do, recycle cans, newspapers, I don't care, but have that experience. It was expensive, but not as expensive as it could have been. I went with a friend of mine. We had the garlic bread. We each had the main courses. She had a pasta with not artichokes. eggplant mozzarella in it. And then we both had a glass of wine, and afterwards I had cannolis, and we had cafe lattes, and the total was about $120 with taxes, so about $60 each, which, you know, a lot of people that can feed a family of four, I understand it's not something that I do all the time. That's something that we save up for. Normally I'm going to someplace like Philippe's or someplace that's a lot less expensive. I'm just, simple. Mostly I cook for myself. So that was an amazing dining experience, and it probably will go back again because I just enjoyed it so much. We sat outside. The patio area is closed off from the street, so you don't really hear the sounds, and people aren't just wandering by as you're trying to eat. And it was an amazing experience. I also have a Chinese place that I like to go down in Chinatown that makes slippery shrimp, which is really, really good, orange chicken and beef and broccoli and fried rice. Oh, the fried rice. The fried rice has ham and shrimp and chicken and something else in it, and it's got eggs and vegetables, and it just tastes amazing. Love going to that place and order a lot of food because I want to bring it home and have it later because it's just that good. There's another little Chinese place that I go to in the meantime, though, that's just around the corner from me, and it has very reasonable. Like, you get a small container and they just stuff it. Like, I'll get the orange chicken or the beef and broccoli and fried rice and 2 spring rolls. It's $11. $11, and that's enough food for 2 to 3 meals, depending on how hungry I am. So, little mom and pop place that literally it's a block and a half from me. I usually stop there on the way home because it's right off the bus stop. I don't go there all the time. I cook for myself most of the time, so I like to do that kind of stuff. Last night I made chicken bake. I just took chicken thighs, cut them up, put them in a pan with some cut up red potatoes and green beans, seasoned it with some onion powder and some garlic powder and some pepper, a little olive oil, mixed it all up, and then threw it into the oven. I had it at 350, and after about 45 minutes it really wasn't cooking very well, so I bumped the heat up to 400 and cooked it for another 45 minutes, and it was finally done, and it was really, really good. So I like to experiment with stuff and try different things. So favorite foods would be fried chicken, baked pork chops, mashed potatoes, Chinese food, pasta, yeah, lots of good stuff.